Hey, I was muted that entire time. That's awesome to know. If you didn't guess, I'm pretty new to live streaming. I don't do it often. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by myself, um, there's several reasons why I'm covering the EA Play Live conference of all things, like the EA, like the E3, not really E3 presser. Um, Number one, because there's literally nothing else happening in the tech world right now. It's like about as bland as there's really nothing much to make videos about, so I'm covering this instead. And number two is that I feel like me and many others have a very strange relationship with EA, because most of us have at least had one franchise we absolutely love from EA, but it just doesn't get enough love. It's been just abused to hell and back by EA, but we still come back every single year as if it's Stockholm Syndrome to see if maybe our favorite franchises are gonna get some kind of redemption. And for me, that franchise is definitely Need for Speed Underground. I loved the original, I mean, like Need for Speed in general, but my journey with Need for Speed began with Underground, like for many other people probably. And to this day, I'm hoping that we're gonna get maybe some remasters of Underground 1 or 2, and yeah, I mean, Underground 1, just to give some kind of context, Underground 1 was my first ever, like, proper AAA game that I ever played. And Underground 2 was everything Underground 1 was, but even better, bigger, and better, and more awesome. So, I have no idea what happened to my camera, sorry there. So, I'm just really, really hoping that we're gonna get some new awesome Need for Speed game. And I feel like many of you watching also have like that one game or franchise you really loved from EA back in the day, but you just kind of seen it completely neglected, or just have some like inferior garbage made from it. So let me know what your kind of franchise like that from EA is. I'm kind of curious to see what other people think of that. Like what kind of, I'm assuming maybe like there's probably like some black and white fans still out there. Maybe some people in particular really want to see a return of like some awesome Max's games. I get that. You know, Max has made some awesome stuff back in the day, and that's not just The Sims. And the last SimCity was an absolute disaster, so a new SimCity would be absolutely awesome. Whatever, like, and of course, you know, there's the whole thing with BioWare. Oh man, BioWare, yeah, under EA, they haven't been doing too well. So yeah, there's definitely so many abused franchises that deserve to really have a great game made around them. So I'm really hoping that we're gonna get it. Anyway, the press is about to start, so I guess I'm just gonna turn on the volume. There we go. Oh boy. So yeah, definitely let me know what your kind of, you know, franchise that's been abused by EA is that you're kind of looking for a redemption arc for. Like I said, for me, it's Need for Speed. I'm really hoping to get some remasters on the ground, or even remasters of like Most Wanted to Carbon. I'll take that as well. And maybe, and you know, a brand new one would also be awesome. Need for Speed Heat, the last one, was fine. I don't really know how much I liked it just because it was a good game, or how much I liked it just because it was a current gen Need for Speed game that wasn't as horrendous as Payback. Anyway, here we go. Starting off with cassette tapes. Oh, is this for the new country living thing in... Yeah, this is a new country living, whatever it's called in in The Sims 4. Yeah, Sims 4. Yeah, or cottage living, there it's called. You know, Sims 4, huge franchise. I still think Sims 3 was better, but whatever.
What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
And I'm Andy McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA Play Live pre-show.
I'm so actually stressed out. I think watching the EA pressers is always so is always so stressful, because you don't know if what they're going to reveal for your favorite franchise is going to be something amazing, or they're going to just completely destroy it.
Surprises you know and love. But first, we want to take a moment to recap all the news that's been revealed this summer. And what a summer it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't get why they didn't do this, you know, during the rest of E3. They just wanted to be special. I mean, I guess I get it. They didn't want to compete with everyone else, maybe.
The talented Joseph Fares and the team over at Hazelight. The critically acclaimed and my personal favorite, It Takes Two. Millions of you have been dodging with dodgeballs in Velen's Knockout City, and the soon-to-be-released Lost in Random was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection.
Congrats to the Zoink team. We can't wait to play. And for those who haven't
Yeah,
yet
you sound
played
so genuine, sir.
Magical World, let's take a look at the story trailer.
I don't think anyone at EA can sound genuine. They just have a kind of part of them just removed as part of the company induction. Okay, so are they starting off with all the indie stuff? Is that what they're saying?
By a roll of the one true dice. And the one true queen who controls it.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, you know. The indie games are fine and cool, but, you know, not many people actually care that much. So getting those out of the way first makes sense.
For all eternity.
Happy birthday.
What on earth is this? Is this like a new thing, or kind of looks like whatever it's called, Little Nightmares?
Now roll the dice and let's see what kind of person you truly are. Ah, you live with us.
If it is like some Little Nightmare stuff, I haven't really followed that franchise, so I have no idea what it's all about. Or
Hold on, Odd. Well, where is this place?
please, someone fill me in. Am I just being ignorant, or like, is this some like known indie game already?
Are you,
Why does my camera keep on switching off? I don't get that. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you explore the world with a sentient dice. Okay, and so like, yeah, like small child scary world indie game number 5,063,000.
Dice? I haven't seen a real one in years.
I'm supposed to say something important. You know nothing.
you tell me where my sister is, you witch! Odd? Where are you? I'm coming for you, sis.
Yeah, I really can't get too excited over this. It's just like small child scary world indie game that's like, yeah, it's whatever. Looks cool. I know some people are gonna enjoy it, but I just simply never really cared for those kind of games. Lost in Random, okay.
That trailer gives me
So,
the
yeah, that has to be
chills
something like a new
every time
IP or
I watch
something,
it.
'cause I've
But
never
stay
heard of
tuned
that.
for more on Lost in Random, including an exclusive first look at combat games.
Anyway, yeah,
and
also
play
like,
on
guys,
the
please let me know if like the
Speaking
stream is
of
going
combat,
alright and everything.
I can tell you as a part of the team over at Respawn that Apex will be showing up later today in a pretty big way.
Of course,
Apex, cool.
Battlefield 2042 has some big news to share as well.
Out of all like the battle royales, I would say that my main one is definitely Apex. In fact, I don't play Fortnite, and I don't think I've ever even touched PUBG. So Apex is definitely my favorite battle royale of choice. So
Here are
hopefully we're gonna get something cool.
Keep
on my phone.
Did the Beyonce drop?
Always go with Beyonce.
flawless.
Exactly.
Hypermotion is a next-gen exclusive technology powered by real football that brings
Oh, is this
gameplay to the
for
next
FIFA?
level of realism.
I'm pretty sure FIFA had its own
Hypermotion
event,
integrates advanced
like 2 days ago or
11
something.
mocap and machine learning for the first time to create the most authentic, responsive, and fluid experience on the pitch.
Don't they say that about FIFA every single year? They're completely reinventing that game, reinventing the physics and everything, and the player models and.
And one of the big goals I had was I wanted to add complexity to the feature, but I wanted to remove some of the tediousness of it.
I think we're having a sort of golden age at the moment where this freedom is allowed, and people like myself can start to see themselves coming through in these stories. And I hope that authenticity isn't lost.
You know, I think that's exactly why we're at indie studios, because that authenticity is worth the struggle. It's worth fighting for.
You need to ask people for a bit of faith too.
Is that ironic that they're saying that in an EA play live presser?
Go for it.
But okay.
They give you that space and room to play, which is so beautiful and rare to see.
Now is the time to make something totally great and unique. It's harder in a movie today because it's been going on for longer.
How comes
course you get all the cool gadgets.
What should fans expect from Battlefield 2042 at EA Play Live?
So I think it's that mode that was on a whiteboard for many decades and many years and never kind of happened, and now Christian and his team.
Oh, they're just basically stalling for time now.
Orchestrating and building it. So Christian.
I'm hoping that the
It feels like it's stalling for time.
Will really embrace and like what we're going to show them.
Lars, Mr. Battlefield Gustafsson, who's jumping around on his Zoom chair.
So get a sturdy chair ready to watch it.
If you're a fan of first-person shooters, EA Originals, sports, or gaming in general, the Spotlight's had something for everyone. If you haven't yet, go check those out on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of great content there.
Yes, there is. And
I'm just quickly just checking what the stream fine. There's people watching. Sweet. Yeah, everything looks to be working fine so far. Awesome. If there's anything wrong, please let me know in live chat. And hey, maybe even drop a super chat if you want. You know, support the channel and make sure that me and others will definitely 100% see your message. Always goes a long way. Right now, it's just trying to survive the tedium until the actual play live starts in 7 minutes. This pretty much just seems like a recap of everything they kind of shown off across all the various events they had recently. And why is my camera constantly resetting? I have no idea why. Can you behave yourself? Also, what's making this a live stream very difficult is the fact there's like 28 degrees here in England right now. It's never this warm in England. And I'm absolutely boiling alive here. I have like a fan on, so sorry if you hear that. But like, yeah, even with a fan, I'm just boiling alive here. But hey, I'm doing it for you. I'm standing under these lights and everything, boiling alive for you. So just so I can make this live stream. Okay, 6 minutes left.
That was not a treat. That was a feast. A feast. And FIFA fans, you have to check out the FIFA Spotlight, which offered a deep dive into all.
One thing that really annoys me about the whole EA Sports thing is that I don't play the EA Sports games, like, pretty much at all. But there's one I do play, and that's the one that seems to be getting the least coverage ever, and that is NHL. I'm not the biggest fan of hockey, but like for some reason, like out of all the EA Sports games, NHL is just my favorite one. The one I just kind of like playing the most, and it just for some reason it also just gets the least coverage in all these kind of like events. It's a real shame. Like, I don't know, it does like NHL sell so poorly compared to like FIFA and Madden. Like, obviously everything sells poorly compared to FIFA. FIFA is absolutely insane in that regard. But like, is NHL really that like unpopular? They don't really give it any time.
Your ticket to getting more from your favorite EA games, including fantastic in-game rewards and exclusive content in all of these upcoming titles.
And speaking of rewards,
yeah, and there's also the new Battlefield. That will be
including gear from Logitech, Polaris, plus thousands of game
interesting.
And EA Play memberships. So make sure to stay tuned to the main show for your chance to win. And if you haven't already, make sure to link your Twitch and EA accounts.
Yes, that's right, because I personally have hand-coded an Apex Legends Jumpmaster weapon charm.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, that you can earn just by watching the show on Twitch. So Apex fans, stick around, because you are not going to want to miss a closer look at the latest legend coming to the Apex games. If you don't know who
I actually haven't played Apex in a while now. Maybe because I've just been busy with other stuff. I'm still kind of curious to see what they're going to add, because, like I said, whenever I'm in the mood for some Battle Royale, Apex is definitely the game I turn to. It feels just the most fun out of, what on earth is going on here? I am so confused. Excuse me?
A firstborn will be a cursed child.
cyborg babies. Okay, and Moon's like, what on earth is going on? I am so confused right now. This is very creepy. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Not sure if I should be scared or not. Is this a new thing or is this something they announced already? So I feel like they would probably, you know, leave all the announcements to actual EA Play Live, which apparently hasn't started just yet. It's starting in 3 minutes.
Everything he touches will be changed. This, it cannot be unseen.
Wow, the Apex team is getting wilder and wilder with those lore trailers. I can't wait to see more.
Trust me, you're not.
Wait, that was
alone.
Apex?
I love that trailer, but we have a lot more coming up during the main show that you're not gonna want to miss.
Wait, what?
Mere moments away, but one last
Is that Apex? Okay.
the EA Sports family, Codemasters.
Yes. The best from their incredible slate of racing titles like Dirt, Grid, and the F1 series, whose latest installment just dropped a few days ago.
Oh yeah, they brought Codemasters. That happened. I wonder how many people got upset about that.
Well, if you want to put yourself right in the middle of that, Cody's is here to make that dream a reality. Let's drop straight into the action with the F1 2021 trailer.
Nice.
I just don't get it, Zoe. Gets to pit ahead of me, and they give his car the only new power unit last season, and he gets to go out behind me.
I actually never played a Formula 1 game. Actually, no, I played one on Xbox 360 back in the day. And I think back then I was just like too young to appreciate it. I guess that would be my guess. I can't remember having like too much fun with it, or even playing it too much. I don't know, they look really awesome. I'd love to maybe get back into them one day. That looks really good. Like the Formula 1 games always had really nice graphics, but yeah, every single year it's just one step closer to being like completely ultra realistic. On a more positive note, at least we only have 45 seconds left to wait until the actual thing begins.
From Codemasters coming up in just a few seconds. We're about to begin, and I personally cannot wait
Okay,
to see
finally.
what Battlefield 2042 has in store. I've been Andy McNamara.
I think you still are Andy McNamara, and I'm Alex Ackerman. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I don't know what to think about the Battlefield thing they just mentioned. I don't know. All the like trailers and stuff I've seen for the new Battlefield, I don't know. I guess I'll talk about it more when Battlefield actually shows up. It's such a weird franchise for me. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they start off with Battlefield.
EA Play Live 2021. I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, and we have an
Oh, so am I supposed to like know you or something? Apparently he's a WWE superstar, but I've literally never heard of him before. But hi, guy. How are you?
2042, and a few more surprises they won't even let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games, including Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Dirt 5, and more. So let's get to it.
Okay, let's get started. Starting Need for Speed, maybe? Please? I see cars. It could just be Formula 1, which you just talked about, but yeah, I think that's Formula 1. Oh yeah, they're going on a Codemasters bit.
Played home to fan favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing.
Man, they got me excited right at the bat by showing cars. I thought that's maybe Need for Speed, but nope, not yet.
With the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
Yes, we know they make Formula 1 games. You've literally just shown a whole Formula 1 trailer literally minutes ago. I mean, if they have so much experience making driving games, imagine if they maybe took over the Need for Speed thing. That'd be pretty cool. Like, I definitely trust Codemasters with making a pretty decent Need for Speed. Though again, they seem to be more interested in making the kind of like tournament, but like, yeah, like proper licensed racing type games, if you know what I mean, like proper like proper like sanctioned race event stuff instead of like kind of more illicit street racing. That's been always kind of my favorite part of Need for Speed games. So I feel if they made a Need for Speed, they'd probably make something a la Need for Speed. What is it? Shift.
Senior game designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, now I heard that you might have a little surprise for us today.
Yes, I do, and I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Grid Legends. Cool. For you who like Codemaster racing games, I mean... It looks really nice.
10 teams, dozens of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
They know who I am. I'm Nathan McCain, 5-time Grid Series world champion.
I don't know who you are, but good for you, I guess.
If it's grid legal, I can build it to win. Touring cars, muscle cars, open wheel, drift.
Best team, best car.
Win by having the money, by having the guts.
Yeah, again, it's probably exciting to some people. That you never cared about Codemasters racing games. Not have ever cared that much about, you know, these like... well, actually, I've never really cared about that many racing games other than Need for Speed. And maybe Gran Turismo for like a few years. Back when I had like a PS2.
Becky, this looks incredible.
But yeah, for people who like Codemaster racing games, there you go. The new one. Let's see exactly what their games will look like now that they're owned by EA. That's always like the biggest mystery to so many people. I get it, like, you know, Codemasters definitely has a lot of fans and a lot of people who are definitely anxious when they announce that they're getting purchased by EA. So for those people who can get that kind of stress of, you know, how exactly the future game is going to turn out.
Incredibly talented Shooty Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education.
I knew I recognized him from somewhere. That's where I recognized him. That's where I recognize the guy from.
It's what they use to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No, we are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really want to bring you deeper into the grid world than ever before. It's also been really great for our actors because they're acting against something that's visually there. It's not the same as green screen or motion capture. They are stepping into.
I mean, it's cool how they are like capturing the cutscenes for it. That looks pretty advanced.
Or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we are giving you a classic underdog tale. We were putting you straight into the driver's seat.
Yeah, please, guys, let me know in the live chat if you're kind of like excited for like new Codemasters stuff now that are owned by EA or not.
That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac.
I'm curious, what do you think of the brand new announced game now that they're owned by EA?
But let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, there are so many vehicles. We are giving you big rigs, stadium trucks, drift cars, open wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Have you seen that?
A lot of variety is always good in games like that.
Also giving you multi-class mixed racing, which means that you can take any
Mixed race,
and put them together on.
So you can have a truck racing a Formula 1 car. That sounds actually really awesome. I'm kind of tempted to play a game just for that spectacle.
Without giving too much away, there is a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new.
And I'm really boring the live here now. It's 6 p.m, but it's literally still 28 degrees. Actually, no, it's 29 degrees now.
We've also got the beautiful city
Ugh.
as well, so you can drive right past Buckingham.
Also, yeah, my camera just keeps on doing that for some reason. Actually, I'm going to try something. I'm sorry. Let's see if this solves that wave camera issue.
Storytelling and extended reality, mixed class racing, new modes.
Please let me know if that helps.
This is beyond exciting. So Becky, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Austin.
Of course. All right, folks. So we're just getting started. We see
Okay.
legends. And now it's time for a different breed of legend.
Is this some... I have no idea what this could be. Yep, okay. Apex Legends, of course.
2 years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more legends. So what's next for Apex? Well,
I don't know, maybe Titanfall 3.
have answers.
Respawn definitely made their fair share of money with with Apex Legends, so maybe a Titanfall 3. I haven't played any other Titanfalls, but apparently Titanfall 2 is really good, and I definitely intend to play it at one point or another.
I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their home. I see it in a girl.
Curious to see what they're gonna announce that. If they're gonna announce something that will make me really want to come back to Apex. Like I said, I haven't played it in a long time, but like I was, I guess, okay at it. He sends out flying bugs. Okay. Interesting power. I still don't fully understand what his power is, though. He just does stuff with his arm, like weird shaky things with his arms, and then he also sends out bugs. What? What? Am I just missing something? Like, someone tell me what he does. Because I'm still not fully sure. Even though I'm watching a trailer that's apparently supposed to tell me what he does. But I do definitely appreciate how much hype there is around, you know, Apex. It just kind of hopefully means that more awesome stuff is going to come to it in the future.
So the flame can burn its brightest.
It just makes the whole experience more fun. Yeah, like when you have, you know, so many people just like, when some people play a game and care about a game, that they make these, like, you know, high budget animations for every single character and they give them so much backstory, just builds up so much hype and just make the whole thing feel so much like, you know, like a cohesive thing.
Wow. I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this because there's so much to unpack from that.
Yeah, well, it's just yet another, another character to play. Wow.
Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn.
Please actually tell me what he does, because I'm still not sure.
If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest.
Yes, please tell me what he does, because I'm still confused about that part.
Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love what
okay, that's
kind of changed the game.
That actually sounds pretty useful.
Is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new
I mean, it sounds really useful, but definitely doesn't sound like the kind of kit I would personally use. Like, I'd love it if someone brought this on the team, but like, yeah, I feel like I'd probably use that kit very well myself.
So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend. And you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down.
That's going to be interesting. It's nothing big enough to really make me think, okay, I got to start playing Apex again right now. But hey, still, another legend. That's always nice.
What's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally.
There's a whole arenas thing as well.
On Battle Royale, and yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works, and some other things coming. I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair. Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct, and now we'll be introducing...
They're spending a lot of time on Apex. I get it. Apex is really popular, but...
we have in the Battle Royale mode, so we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
There just really isn't too much for me to say about it, because yeah, I like Apex, it's fine, but like... Again, nothing I can get super insanely hyped about, or something that really makes me think, yeah, I definitely need to get back in that game.
We just ended year 1 of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year 2 of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best. And
They better not have auto aim.
We have more information at playapex.com/ALGS.
That's good. Otherwise, that'd be very interesting.
Beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask, when can we see more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday. And
So is that it from Respawn? No.
For now, I can show you
No Titanfall 3 with all that Apex money.
This game demands so much of us. But from you, she demands everything.
Yep, that's all I need to see. It's just
Okay.
so awesome.
4 days time.
Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Maybe, just maybe, I'll give Apex another go.
And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's
Yeah,
not the
sorry, I'm
only
not
thing
to do that.
we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two. So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
Going back to indie games.
And just like that, young Austin...
I just really cannot summon the enthusiasm for these.
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. He'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying
Okay,
to...
yes, haha, very funny.
Enthusiastically.
Now please show us the game so we can get on with our lives. And get on to some more interesting stuff. Again, there's probably some people who are like, hey, look, it's a small child, big scary world indie game. I can't wait to play it. And yeah, whatever. There's definitely people who love those. And there probably hasn't been one where one of the characters is a playing dice. But I just cannot summon the enthusiasm like at all.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Sonic team and what we've accomplished, and I'm so happy about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with and stop motion animation and dark.
I've literally never heard of a game studio called Zoink before.
So I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more. Oh, love of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share a first look at one of our most unique aspects of Lost in Random's gameplay, Dice Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time.
Yeah, Dice Battle sounds so exciting. Okay, I'm trying not to be too cynical for this, but I'm really, really struggling.
Well, it sounds awesome. So let's take a look.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Once upon a time,
And it feels like just so many of these kind of, you know, this style of indie games hasn't made recently. It's kind of hard to keep track of them all.
cruelly separated by an evil queen and the roll of a dice. Together with this little fella, Even was determined to rescue her beloved sister.
Oh, that's going on. I'm just going to quickly check how the stream's going. Everything's going fine. Need to see people watching. Live stream. Yep, everything seems to be fine. The live stream is healthy. Awesome. Cool.
And many peculiar characters await.
Cool, cool, cool.
Some will help her. You mean this one? And some won't.
Okay.
Against the rules. Oh, sure. A little girl with a dice.
Those coins can be traded for cards.
Looks interesting. I'm gonna give it that. That's
Cards contain
so like the only compliment I can summon for this.
more. All of which come in handy during dice battle.
Definitely seems to be at least a bit Alice in Wonderland inspired.
Deadly energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself? Let's see how she uses it.
Okay, so you can throw the dice, use cards to do special attacks. Guess. Cool.
Well done, even. Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must roll the dice and play the odds. But just a chance at saving her sister.
Random rules. Long may she reign.
Is this whole game just about like randomness and chance? Lost and random, yeah. There's definitely at least a few people out there interested and excited for it. Please let me know in live chat if you're one of them.
But what can you tell me about these combat cards that we're seeing?
Cards are just one part of Dice Battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here then?
So as you saw, cards can be selected during combat.
I mean, at least I think with EA presentations usually is that they're very, you know, visually nicely done.
You just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up.
And yeah, it's kind of cool how they're visually showing everything here, but I don't think even that's gonna save this game for me, I'm sorry.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch, and she provides a bubble shield to protect Even. And that's just
Looks more like a frog than a witch, but okay.
Some curse enemies, some heal Even or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you know it's coming. When can we play this game?
Yeah, my favorite question. Lost in Random releases on September 10th on PC, console, and Nintendo Switch.
September 10th, okay. At least we have a release date.
And if you want a dicey companion of your own, he'll be available to EA Play members as a gun charm in one of my current favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, you all heard it here first. And Olav,
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
It has been my absolute pleasure.
Cool, yeah. Again, probably someone's gonna like this. I'm definitely one of those people.
There you have it. Lost in Random is coming soon, but there's another EA original that's already here.
Oh no, not another original.
To the masses. That's right.
It's awesome that you like supporting indie games and everything, but like, really not many people care, let's be honest.
Dropped earlier this year,
Oh, yeah.
Knockout City has had one hell of a summer, and they're just getting warmed up. Here with more is Karthik Bauer.
Yeah, does anyone even care about this game?
Thanks, Austin. We're so
I remember launching, but I've never seen it really do. I've never really seen too many people like talk about it after the fact. Or even during launch, I like haven't really seen people talk about it. But they're apparently saying it's a huge success, so maybe I'm just missing something.
all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say thank you. At launch, we promised you new features and updates that keep the game fresh and exciting. Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise.
Please don't let me know if this game is actually worth playing.
Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present.
Because I've been making like a big deal out of it during the main EA Play live event and during the whole like quote-unquote pre-show thing. So please, someone tell me if there's actually so many people playing it, and if so, yeah, if it's worth playing.
A world where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where terror lurks high above. Where warriors fight for dodge brawl supremacy. And
Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this game. I'm trying to like decipher looking at this if it's like worth playing or not. I honestly cannot decide. Because visually it looks like this, you know, it's nice and chaotic and fast paced. But at the same time, it's just like dodgeball. It's nothing too much that really gets me going, you know.
The Hollywood Drive-In opens July 27th. We'll see you at the movies.
Again, there's probably some people who are really, really looking forward to this.
We got new skins, we got a new ball, Knockout City, baby! Season 2 arrives July 27th, and remember, you can play for free.
July 27th for season 2. Cool. Again, really, some people will care.
Call that baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll have fun. And right now, it's available on all platforms with crossplay. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl. All right, everyone. The moment that you have been waiting for is here.
Battlefield. Yep.
You've seen the trailers, you've read the hot takes, and you already know that Battlefield is back, baby! You hear me? It's back! Battlefield is back, baby!
Battlefield 2042. I have no idea how to feel about this game.
This game is gonna be so good! And in just a moment, we're revealing...
Especially since I always had like a weird relationship with Battlefield. Because between Battlefield and Call of Duty, I'd definitely say Call of Duty is my preferred of those FPSs. That's only because I've played a whopping 2 different Battlefields, and I literally never even touched a Call of Duty game, so... And like, from what I've seen with this trailer so far... Yeah, it looks exciting, fast-paced. Definitely give it a go if it's on like EA Play, which... Like, I'm definitely going to pay for this, but if it's on, you know, like day one EA Play, which I have with Xbox Game Pass, then yeah, totally give it a go. Looks fun enough. Fighting in a tornado, sure.
On behalf of our entire team, we hope you're thrilled with what you've seen so far from Battlefield 2042. But this is just the beginning.
And if anyone here is like a bigger expert on Battlefield, please let me know what 2042 looks like to like a real Battlefield fan. Again, I'm definitely not a like Battlefield insider. I played a whopping 2 games, and that's it. And that was Battlefield 1943 and Battlefield 5.
We're happy to share with you today. Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA. It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for...
It's been happening for almost an hour now.
Let's have a look.
And they've announced barely anything. So I wonder how long this will be. So yeah, we're almost an hour in. Okay, now we're 3/4 of an hour in. And we've literally, out of the big games we've done, we've done the Codemasters bit, we've done Apex, and we're now on Battlefield. You know, there's still going to be a EA Sports segment. You know, there's still going to be a Sims segment. There's still going to be, I'm hoping, a pretty nice and solid Need for Speed segment. And there's probably like some other like EA franchises I'm forgetting about. Wait, was that a... Okay, why is it like some random like World War II planes as well? Is it like German Wehrmacht? So, what? And why did it all have... I am so confused. Why do all the German soldiers have knives, and why do all the, I'm guessing, American soldiers have like? I'm so confused. Where enough did all those, like, you know, over. So can you just like choose to play with World War II, like Battlefield 5's tech? Change. So can you like put? Can you have like, you know, Battlefield 2042? One side be like, you know, have tech from Battlefield 2042, and like have the other side have like World War II era German technology. That's actually a pretty fun idea. If that's what I'm supposed to like gather from this, that actually sounds like a pretty cool thing. You can just like mix and match. Mix and match, you know, time periods.
We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions, so let's bring on an expert. Here to help us out is the general manager of Ripple Effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover
That's pretty cool.
Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
That is actually a pretty cool idea.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating this great experience. We've had so much fun bringing back some of the most beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge, huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it back, when you
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna play with this when Battlefield 2042 comes out. It looks like it's really fun.
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map.
I'm guessing there's some like old Battlefield maps. Again, I'm not quite sure.
And Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042.
I'm guessing there's like, yeah, please let me know if like these maps are like some super epic legendary maps in the Battlefield world. Because again, I don't know this stuff.
Of customization options and even an advanced logic editor for you to play around with. Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
That looks pretty cool.
It was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious.
There's some pretty advanced tools they give to the players. That is really awesome.
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
That is a very specific idea there, Austin. But yes, actually you can.
Batting 3 for 3, bring it home.
Yeah, that really does sound kind of interesting.
With a flamethrower.
A penguin with a flamethrower? No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
Oh, that's a shame. It'd be awesome if we could just like edit the maps. That'd be cool, but it's still nice.
Oh yes, the options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see this sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2. Facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down that enemy VIP and make it count. Or bring the power of 2042 to Caspian border and take on the forces of 1942. This is Quality versus Quantity by Gabitron.
Yeah, again, if you are really like a Battlefield like fan, or you follow the Battlefield games, let me know exactly how revolutionary this is or whatever in the game.
Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector. Not enough memes? Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots, 1 horse-sized T-91. Settle the Battlefield debates on
Okay.
who wins what.
That's gonna be fun.
Come on, dude. Robot Man? What? This looks so much fun. But I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here. Just me and you. Who's redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply
Yeah, it definitely looks cool.
favorite new way to
I'm definitely probably mess around with it at least a bit when 2042 comes out.
experiences our community will build once they have the tools.
I just never really had insane enthusiasm for Battlefield, even though I like the two games I did play in a series, so 1943 and 5. I liked them. They were definitely fun.
Before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So
But I definitely never like really sorted them out either.
we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time, and all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan, or if you've never played Battlefield before, we want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet. We're gonna
They
leave
have more
you with a
Battlefield stuff.
surprise. First, though, you remember that secret code? I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So, if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're gonna give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me.
Need for Speed,
I hope you've enjoyed
please.
the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now,
Wait, that's
my
it?
name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what?
That really? Just an hour of like barely anything? Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't think this is Need for Speed. Honestly, I have no idea what this could be. For all I know, it could be like some weird new expansion for The Sims. Something like a zombie game? Trying to figure out if this is like a new IP or something from an existing franchise, but I honestly can't for the life of me think of like what this could. Dead Space. That's Dead Space, that isn't it? Yeah, a new Dead Space game. I've seen people like talk about it. Talk about how there's gonna be like a new Okay, yeah. I never played a single Dead Space game. I've never been interested in Dead Space. But for those of you that wanted to have more Dead Space in your life, there you go. What's his face? Isaac Clarke? That sounds about right. He's back. There you go. You can have some more Dead Space. That was a hour of disappointment. Yeah. That's really all we can say. They showed some more stuff on Battlefield. That's pretty much the only thing I cared about. So let me recap. In an hour, they showed off Battlefield, some 2 indie games, a teaser for Dead Space that told us pretty much nothing, and a new Codemasters racing game. Grid Legends, I think it's called. Oh, and new Apex Legends stuff. That's it. in an hour. Oh, and there was a trailer for a Sims expansion that we already knew was coming, and in fact it's coming out, I think, exactly today. In an hour. No new Need for Speed stuff, like I was hoping for. No new, like, maybe Maxis stuff, like even just a new Sims expansion, or like maybe a new Sim City or anything like that. No new, like what are some big franchises from them? I don't know, new Dragon Age, no new... I'm trying to scratch my head here, thinking of like new EA, like any of EA franchises. But yeah, that's it. That is it. Oh boy, that's disappointing, but I mean, hey, at least what they did show seems to be good. They don't seem to have massacred any beloved franchises this time. So for EA, that is still a big fat tick right there. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you thought of this EA presser. I am honestly kind of depressed after that. But anyway, I guess that is really it. So, yeah, please let me know what you thought of it. And oh boy, I'm about to boil alive here, I think. So I think I'm just going to leave this live stream here. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you remember to subscribe, like, whatever. And I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone.